Hi, I'm Jason, and welcome back once again to For Yarn's Sake, where we're going to show you just how easy it can be to create your very own handmade crochet gifts. Make it unique, make it personal, and make it easy. Today we're going to be tackling one of the most iconic pieces of crochet that you can probably do. Whenever anyone thinks of crochet, a lot of times they think of the granny square. And this is a very fun and simple way to make a variety of projects. Lots of things start with the granny square. So let's get started. Today you're going to need, like always, your worsted weight acrylic yarn and my 6mm hook. And you'll notice today that I'm using this nice and fun variegated yarn. I thought it'd be a good way to show off how a simple variegation in a yarn can really change a project and make it look fun and interesting without too much difficulty. So let's see how this is going to work. So you just take and start like everything else we've done so far with a slip knot on your hook. Then we're going to go ahead and chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to stop there and take and go back into the very first stitch, the very first chain, and go ahead and put your hook through, draw up a loop, and then just make a slip stitch. So essentially all you're doing is attaching the front to the end, and you're going to be left with this nice little ring here. And we're going to start the granny square by chaining up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then putting 2 more double crochets right through that hole. Just go right through the hole right next to it. There's 1, and 1 more, 2, which makes 3, because remember this chain 3 counts as the first double crochet. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our practice swatch here and see what it looks like. And you can see the granny square is made up of just a whole bunch of groups of 3 double crochets, and that's all it is. 3 double crochets, 3 double crochets, 3 double crochets. And we're going to use those 3 double crochets in different ways to turn it from a circle into a square. So after you're done with your first 3, go ahead and chain 2, 1, 2, and then right next to it you're going to go and just put another group of 3 double crochets. So there's 1 and 2 and 1 more makes 3. And you'll notice that our tail here, I'm just laying right down onto the ring and crocheting right over top of it, so we can get rid of that later. And after you do those 3, just chain 2 and make another group of 3. There's 1 and 2 and 1 more makes 3. And now we're almost done, and you can see how it's coming together right there. So 1 more group of 3, so chain 2 and go 1 and then go 2 and 1 more makes 3, and we're all the way back to the beginning here. So we're going to chain 2 again and then find that chain 3 that we started out with and go 1, 2, 3, count all the way up to the top of it, and then just put a little slip stitch right there on top, and you've made your first row. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move the hook from right here on this corner to right here on this corner, because you always want to start your row, your next round, in the corner. So just go ahead and find the next stitch and then do a slip stitch and move the stitch over. That's what a slip stitch is for. A lot of times is just moving the stitch over to get to the place you want to go without adding any height. All right, and then we're gonna go right through the first little corner there, and there we are. We're at the corner. And just like when we started, we're going to chain up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then put in 2 more double crochets to have our first group of 3. Now this is going to be our first corner, and on corners you want to chain 2 and then going back in the exact same space, make 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then between this corner and this corner, we're going to chain 1, and then right here in this corner, we're going to do another set of 2 groups of 3 double crochets. And now just go in and go 1 and 2, and let me pull up a little more yarn, and 3, and there's the one edge of our corner, chain 2, and then again going right back into the same hole, make 3 more double crochets. That's 1 and 2 and 3. Now between this one and the next one again, chain 1, and then go back into the second corner, or the third corner rather, and just make another 2 sets. That's 1 and 2 and 3 with a chain 2, and then once again going right back into the same hole. Just go 1 and 2 and 3, and see how it's already starting to look like a square? It's because you have this 3 going this way, a chain 2 to turn it, and then another 3 going up to the top. So let's move it over to our final corner here, and once again just do the same thing. You put 3 double crochets, chain 2, and then 3 double crochets right in there. 1 and 2 and 3, and then chain 2 again, and we're going to go once again and just find that chain 3 from the very first corner. Go all the way to the top. Just go 1, 2, 3, find the top of the chain, and just go ahead and put a slip stitch right there to connect to the rows together. And there is row number 2. Now let's do one more row, and then I think you can get the hang of this. So once again, we're going to move our hook from here to here. And again, all you do is go through the stitch and then make a slip stitch. Here, let me get that so everyone can see it. And just go through and then make a slip stitch, which moves the hook over 1 stitch. So just go to the second stitch and move it over 1 more time, and then I'd like to go just right here into the hole and then make 1 final slip stitch, which puts you right in that corner. And then just chain up 3, and then we're going to work this corner right here. And remember, we work a corner by doing 3 double crochets, so that the chain 3 is counted as 1. There's 2, and here is 3 double crochets, a chain 2, and then another 3 double crochets right in the same corner. 1 and 2 and 3. Well, now you can see on the row below us that chain 1 space left us another space here. So we're just going to continue on and go chain 1, and then go into the side space and put 3 double crochets. And there's 1 and 2, and then finally 3, another chain 1, and then here we are at another corner. So we'll just do 3 double crochets. There's 1 and 2 and 3 with a chain 2, and then another 3, 1 and 2 and 3. And you can see how it's just the same thing over and over again. And remember, we have plenty of videos that will let you see just how to do your double crochets if you're getting a little confused on the double crochets. So if you need to, just pause this video, go on back to our basic series, refresh yourself, and then come on back and finish up on this one. And here we are at our next corner. This is corner number 3. So we just go 1, 2, and 3. chain 2, and then go 1 and 2 and 3 right in the same corner, and then go to the middle and just by chaining 1 and then 3 double crochets right in there, 1 and 2 and 3, chain 1 to get over to the last corner, and then just put another 2 groups of 3 in. There's 1 and 2 and 3, and then chain 2, and then 1 and 2 and 3, and then once again we're just going to chain 1, which moves us over to the hole in the middle here, and put in another 3, 1 and 2 and 3, and then we're going to chain 1 to bring us back over to the corner we started with, and just go to the top of that chain 3, insert your hook, and make a slip stitch to complete the row. And you see there it is right there. And just look at that variegated yarn. Look at how pretty that is. All the different colors coming out on it already. Solid colors are nice, but variegated yarns really stand out and pop. Well, that's all we have for today. Go ahead and leave a like if this helped you out. Consider subscribing to our channel so you don't miss any of the new videos coming out. Comment down below with projects you're doing, things you'd like to see. And we'll see you back here once again at For Yarn's Sake. Thanks.